Well, good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year to you all, and to all the viewers. Barry Fair here, the second day of January and the new year, and welcome along. This is episode 67 now. And when we left you last time, we went to around the Downs. That video is up to you now. From the 20th and the 19th is there too. Now, just before we get into the nitty gritty of today, a few changes to the show, which I'd like to tell you about. I won't be doing this show in this format anymore quite soon, actually, quite shortly. Now, I won't go into detail about why I've decided, but it is time for me to move on and to try another house before I move back to New South Wales. And like I said last year, there will be changes to this show, and joining me now in the studio, it's a very good morning and a Happy New Year to Mark English. What a pity Christmas Day got a spanner thrown in the works for you.
It certainly did. Thank you for my welcome, Barry. Happy New Year, everyone. And welcome to another set of adventures, but the 2023 version. So, looking forward to it.
So, unfortunately, like I've said, okay, there will be changes to this program, and here's Mark to open the show with that.
Thanks, Barry. Yes, well, as you said, you look like you're going to be trying a new house before you head back to Sydney, and not really surprising. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out, and where you end up and what we're close to. But it'll certainly be, by the sounds of things, a very far opposite end of Brisbane. So it'll be an opportunity to have a look at a completely different part of Brisbane.
And it was near where I used to live as well, near Waco. So guys, there's really no need for me to repeat myself. We usually bang on about recapping what we did, but 2022 is done and dusted. We're into a new year now, so time to start off fresh. Now, the reason why I have decided to move on is because of personal reasons, which I won't go on about on the show, because some things are better left unsaid. Here's Mark now.
Well, you're right. Some things are better left unsaid, but I can't really have. So, yes, there will be changes, and yes, it looks like you'll be moving on, but nothing's written in stone, and you've still got to go and look at the new digs and see if they're going to be a good fit for you. So it's still a bit of a wait and see game.
So, I hate to make a really difficult decision, guys, but when it comes to making a decision like that. Very heartbreaking, not only for me, but to the viewers that tune in as well. And I won't let Mark explain because I'll explain that. So you can see when there is a personal problem, okay, which can throw a spanner into the works, okay, it really can make it very uneven ground, is Mark.
Yes, there have been a few challenges presented with this particular address, and you have taken the option to have a look around and explore other options.
So, as the as the saying goes, guys, you never know unless you try. Here's Mark.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about it for a fair while now, and I can only say that I think having a move would be a good thing for you, but of course, the circumstances at the next address need to be more advantageous.
And that they sure do. Now, when you look at it, when I came up here last year, it was very overwhelming for me, and I was away from my family and my friends. And I won't go into that because, like 2022, the book is shut. So let's look on the future. Here's Mark.
Yes, very wise decision. And your time frames now are actually very short. So, to be perfectly honest, if you keep yourself a bit busy shifting around, etc., it won't be that long, and you'll be back in New South Wales. So, there really isn't very long to wait at all.
And when you look, this is the comparison. I went through COVID and a lot of things last year. But again, 2022 is finished. We're into a new year now. So let's get on with our lives and make the most of it.
Yeah, focus on the positives and the moving forward.
Not putting the car in reverse, putting the future in reverse.
Exactly.
So go forward, guys. Here's
Yep.
Mark.
Well, that's the whole plan all along, hasn't it, Barry? You know, like you've had a plan. It's just the wheels have changed, moved very slowly in these circumstances. So, you know, you've had a plan for a long time. It just took a long time to come to fruition. So, a lot of it's just been marking time, waiting for the next box to be ticked. And hopefully, that's basically all done now.
So there wasn't a show last Tuesday because my offsider was sick. Poor thing. And as I said, Christmas day was cancelled for him. Like he got a bit sick on CE Christmas Eve. What a pity. So bad luck, Mark.
Yep, my timing could not have been worse. So sick Christmas Eve and then still testing negative, but tested positive Christmas morning. It was a nice little present for me.
A present that you didn't particularly want.
No, it's like the old crew neck shirts. Used to hate them.
So welcome everyone to 2023 and Happy New Year to you all. And this is episode 67 now. And welcome along to that. And just a reminder before we close the intro, wear your mask out if you are in public because there is COVID going around at the moment, so be careful. Here is Mark.
Yes.
To close our first intro of the year and and episode 67, sorry, with that.
Thanks, Barry. Yes, I am wearing a mask because I have only just come out of my isolation period, and I think it's probably not a bad idea, just in case, for Barry's sake, that I make sure I don't pass anything on to him, even though I'm certain I'm no longer dangerous, but better safe than sorry, I say. And of course, we are heading out today into what will be, I suspect, a busy public area, and all the reports are saying we're currently riding a COVID wave, so it does make sense to have a bit of added protection.
And I have a bit of spray around the home too to kill all the bugs there. So better to be safe than sorry, guys. Well, welcome along to 2023. Here we go with episode 67 and 68. Episode 68 commences tomorrow, and then there won't be any show next Monday or Tuesday, but there will be one the following week. So, welcome everyone to 2023. Let's go.
See you back here soon.
See you back here very soon.
So here we are now, guys, at Chermside. Now, this is episode 67 now. An important message. With this COVID going around now, it is very important to mask up and sanitize. Here's Mark now for this opening segment, the sequence I should say, on this. Good afternoon and welcome.
Thanks for having me, Barry, and it's good to be here. And you're dead right, Barry, for anyone that has any kind of health issues, you should be doing more to protect yourself when you go out. And in this particular case, all we can really do is mask up and sanitise. So, as Barry said, just sanitising your hands intermittently, as well as before you know that you're going to be touching food, etc. And mask up in public, just because there is a COVID wave at the moment. And if you do have any health issues that need to be extra cautious, make sure you do take as many precautions as you can, just for your own protection.
And if you do have COVID, guys, stay home and isolate. Here's mine.
Yes, the rules haven't changed in that regard, but if you do test positive, you should be staying home for 7 days and isolating, so as to not spread the disease any more than we already see. So please take the advice that's out there and basically look after yourself, try and protect yourself, but as Barry said, if you do get it, then you must isolate for everybody else's protection.
But if you feel really unwell, guys, please be zero. If you're having chest pain or anything like that, and if you can't breathe, zero. If not.
Absolutely. If you're having a medical emergency, absolutely ring 000. If you're just feeling unwell, then go and see the GP. If it is COVID, just do the test. If it's COVID, follow the instructions, and as long as you can cope, then you shouldn't need any further intervention.
You remember on episode 21 last year, I thought COVID really bad. That was real bad.
Yep, and you don't want to have that happen again. So, got to keep you fit and protected from the COVID sufferers.
And please do take it easy out there. Wear your mask. And carry your family. Your mask.
Yep, so if you know that you're at risk, absolutely wear a mask all the time when you're in public. And, you know, as Barry suggested, carry a spare, or that's, you know, in case it gets soiled or dirty, or you need to change it for whatever reason, or you lose one. So you do what you've got to do to make sure you've got one when you need it.
So guys, just a couple of mistakes I made only to do past doing the class. Okay? I said I was actually moving, but I had to have a look at my house yet.
Yeah, so this Wednesday, you're going to have a look, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep. And then after you've seen the house, and I imagine met the people that are there, then you'll be able to make a decision about whether you want to go and spend some time there or not.
I think I will.
Yep.
So sadly, guys, our Outlander series will be coming to an end. Like I said, the end of last year, it was been a wonderful opportunity for me to go to you. Here's mine.
Yeah, so as Barry has said, we will be coming to an end, and you know, hopefully we'll get a few more shows in, but we are getting towards the end, and we're going to lose you back to New South Wales. So
really there's no need to travel on and back. That happened last year because this is a new year. Okay, let's start on the positive side and forget about the negative side. Here's mine.
yeah, well, there's the advice always, isn't it? Focus on the positives and do what you can do to make the negatives as least impactful as possible.
So again, we are cutting down on the shows because the long shows because there's really no need to babble on about what happened last year about the phone names and all that because we don't want to bore you with that. Except to say about them, please be polite. If you've got a problem, please be polite about it. Okay, don't be an idiot, don't raise your voice, otherwise the phone will be terminated by it. Here's mine.
Yeah, so as Barry said, we did talk a lot last year about all forms of communication and the need for all those forms of communication to be managed in a very similar vein, which is please don't be impolite, aggressive, offensive, rude in any form of communication, whether it is face-to-face, on the phone, in emails, in a letter, just communication, not rude.
Okay, so please, if there's a problem with what is being said, please stay at the point. There is no need for it because like we also said last year, don't be rude in your email either, okay? Because whatever was being organized for you at the time will be stopped and you will potentially be punished for it. Here's mine.
Well, just Barry, we're referring to a specific set of circumstances which affect the outcome of your particular event, but it doesn't change. It's maintain an open communication style without being rude, and it doesn't matter what for or who it is or the reasons for it that lead up to it, nothing. It's just a matter of when you're communicating in any way, shape or form. Please be respectful, don't be rude, and things will happen as long as you maintain that channel of communication.
And like we also say, if you're not sure about something, guys, ask in an email or on the phone, right? Are you listening to me? Or that? That's what I will do. Here's mine.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with asking questions or needing an explanation or not understanding and asking for something to be explained again. None of these things are something that you shouldn't do. Absolutely everything needs to be clarified. If you don't understand something, please ask for another explanation so that you can try and understand. There is absolutely no point in not gaining clarification if you don't understand something. So it makes perfect sense to me that you should always be asking questions and clarifying with people that you do understand exactly what's being said. And the only way you can do that is to ask.
Because if you don't ask God, you won't get.
That's also true. Yes, if you're hoping that people can read your mind and provide you with the things that you think you want, but for whatever reason haven't actually said anything, your chances are dumb luck and zero.
Okay, so like we said, welcome to 2023, everybody. And we hope you will have a happy and healthy new year.
Very much so.
So here we go now with the closing statement. We thank you for joining us for our first wrap show of 2023. But please remember, it is nice to be nice. And as we leave you today, please be careful out on the road. Here's Mark for his closing message of the second part of our show today with this.
Yes, take care everyone. And as Barry said, for those of you out on the roads, do take care. It seems silly to say, be careful out there at this time of year, but there are a lot of people on the roads that aren't used to doing long drives, etc. And you do need to be aware of the fact that the roads are full of people that aren't used to driving. And when you get not used to driving and you don't particularly understand all of the highway rules, as I can see a lot of people don't, then you do need to be careful.
So, as we close the second part of the show of first show of the year, I shall say healthy, play well, and that's all there is to it.
And stay open. Open to new experiences, open to communication. Just be open to the moment.
So, we hope we will have our happy and safe New Year granted. And please do enjoy the remaining time that we have together. And before I do say goodbye to you,
And head back.
and I'm back, so it has been a wonderful experience.
So it has.
So our adventure started in the school with you on an overcast day, like it is today. What a change. We might talk about that back of Grey Park, but until then,
It's lunchtime.
lunchtime. So let's go and sleep. Let's go.
Alright. See you soon.
See you soon, guys. Well, that brings to an end episode 67. thank you for joining us here today at Chermside. Happy New Year to everybody around Australia, and stay safe, everyone. And the number that we rely on 24 hours a day, you know what it is. It is 000. Please do not ring that number. It's stupid, trivial, wasteful, woeful issues. And here's Mark to tell you about that right now.
Thanks, Barry. Yes, 000 is an emergency only number, and the people that man that number need to be available to answer emergency phone calls. So if you're pranking them and taking up their valuable time with non-emergency situations, then it means that somebody who needs them can potentially be delayed or miss out. So as Barry said, please, if you need an emergency service, call 000, but otherwise do not use the number.
And donate to Wi-Fi too. So you guys dig deep in your pockets, okay? Because every little bit helps. Here's Mark.
Absolutely. Lifelight depends on donations to keep their operations effective, and any bit you can spare, as Barry said, will make a big difference to them in the long run.
So, just before we do go, I'm just reminding you that time is running out for you to tune into our shows, because I've only got a month to go after this, and then the last show will be on Tuesday, February 7th, so do join us for that. Well, the last album about will be on Monday, February 6th. It depends whether I'm still around the Brave Park, but if not, I will let you know as soon as possible. So thank you so much, everybody, for having me up in Queensland. It's been an enjoyable ride. Here's Mark to close today's episode with that.
It's been a great ride, Barry, and I am disappointed that we're going to be coming to an end. But as I've said in the past, I'm very happy for you that you're finally going to get your desire to move back to New South Wales. It's been a long time coming and happening. So I'm very pleased that you're finally going to get what you want. And, you know, I'll just have to miss you from afar.
But nothing, well, you can still keep in touch.
Absolutely. And I can still follow your new productions.
And this is where I'd like to say Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you so much for being with us. So enjoy it, keep enjoying the shows while you can, and keep on tuning in. So we will see you tomorrow for episode 68. Until we see you tomorrow in Chermside now, have a great Monday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Walk a Brave Park, everyone. And the end of episode 67. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you have a very pleasant evening. Here's Mark to tell you what is coming up on the next show.
All right, well, it looks like tomorrow we'll be doing a little bit more cooking. So hopefully we'll find something to whip up to interest your taste buds. And we'll look forward to bringing you that tomorrow.
And remember, guys, as you can see, Mark and I are doing the right thing, wearing a mask. And if we can just show you the Glen 20, which we brought today, okay, so we'll just quickly show you that before we go.
And product placement for SC Johnson or whoever makes it.
So please, guys, have a can of Glen 20 in your home, okay, because there is a lot of COVID going around at this point in time. So, we thank you for joining us on episode 67 today, and just reminding you, 000, please do not call that number for stupid, trivial issues. Here's Mark to close episode 67 with that.
Thanks, Barry. Yes, as we've said before, 000 is an emergency only number. Please don't use it unless you have an emergency. So that would be of the police, ambulance, fire type emergency. Anything else that you think is an emergency? I don't know, call your mother or someone else. But for other emergencies, it's definitely not the number. It's only for police, ambulance, fire.
So on that note, guys, thanks for your company today, and we'll see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we hope that you have a great night. So until then, that's all, folks. Bye for now.
Bye for now, everyone.